My son only tried to rob you, and you took his life. That was an abuse of force, Tammy. You must pay for this.
A military veteran has been charged with murder after shooting and killing 3 teenagers who broke into his home. The parents of the teens are now demanding that the court sentence the veteran to death. According to police in Georgia, the 3 masked teens showed up at the veteran's house around 3 p.m. They kicked in the front door and entered the home to rob it, unaware that the homeowner was a former soldier. The veteran opened fire as soon as they entered. One of the teens fired back, triggering a violent shootout. A neighbor, startled by the gunfire, immediately called 911. When officers arrived, they found all 3 teens shot multiple times in the head and chest. Paramedics pronounced all 3 dead at the scene. Later, family members confirmed that among the dead were 2 brothers, ages 15 and 16. After the autopsy...
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy G Money, aka the Echelon Don. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk. Today, I want to talk about the criminal's family and friends. The criminal's family and friends. You know, it's hard enough for us law-abiding citizens that if we get into a self-defense shooting, we have to prove to the law, to the court, that we made a justified shooting in self-defense. We have to prove our innocence. We have to prove what we did was self-defense and that we were defending our life or someone else's life. That's one thing. That's pressure enough right there that you have to worry about a prosecutor trying to put you in jail for defending yourself against a criminal. That's one. But then on top of that, you have the criminal's family and friends that in their minds think that for some reason, no matter what their family member or friend tried to do to you, you should have gave them a pass. You shouldn't have done what you did to them. You shouldn't have killed them, unalived them. You shouldn't have paralyzed them. You shouldn't have whatever negative experience they have to go through because of their decision making. It's your fault. The nerve of some people, the nerve and audacity of some fucking people to think that you're supposed to just be a victim because it's their family member that did it to you. So you do a legal shooting. The police take your firearm to investigate the situation. Hopefully you got a backup gun. If you're not in jail, hopefully you got a backup gun, because now you have to worry about probably getting into another shooting because you have ignorant friends and family members of the criminal that you shot looking for you, making threats when they see you, what they're going to do to you because you defended yourself, because their family member decided that they wanted to run up in your house and do something to you and take your shit, and you stood up for yourself and didn't allow it. They're pissed off at you for you standing up for yourself. So now they want to do something to you for doing something to their family member that made the decision to violate your home. Ain't that some shit? So now you have to carry another firearm just in case these ignorant family members or friends are out looking for you for revenge. The audacity of some people, man. When I I wasn't even going to do a video today, but when I watched this video of this lady saying, my son was only was only was only trying to rob you. You did not have to do what you did. He was only trying to rob you. For you to have the nerve to come out your mouth and tell somebody that your son was only trying to rob them. That's just some regular shit. Like, that's no big deal. He only kicked your door in with pistols and tried to burglarize your home. That's no big deal. That wasn't worth you grabbing your gun and shooting him. Let me tell y'all something. I'm being 100% honest with you. If my son went into somebody else's home trying to burglarize them, and he ended up dying because that person defended their home, I would be upset that I lost my son, because that's my son. But I would not be upset with that homeowner for what he did to my son, because my son had no business violating that man's home, that man or woman's home. You got what you had coming to you for burglarizing or breaking into somebody's home. You can't tell somebody how to defend themselves or what limits they can go to in defending themselves when you violate their home or their space, or they feel endangered. How can I be mad at a person that my son tried to victimize for standing up for themselves? I'll be more upset with my son's decision making and wondering why did he think he needed to do that when he could have came to me. But I'm a different parent. I'm not ignorant. It's a lot of ignorant people out there. Like I said, no matter what their child does, no matter what their family member does, they're not going to be in the wrong. You're in the wrong for doing what you did to them. You're in the wrong for standing up for yourself and protecting your house and your home from them burglarizing it, from them running in your house with weapons and getting what they got. You're in the wrong. Now their family want to do harm to you because you stood up for yourself. Now you might possibly have to do more harm to more people because of this ignorant mentality and thinking. My son was only trying to rob you. You didn't have to do what you did to him. Are you fucking kidding me? You got in front of a camera and said that and thought that was intelligent? I don't know. I believe he got off on that case. I hope he did. I hope that the guy didn't get any jail time for that. Because why? I don't care if they kids. If they old enough to get firearms and aim them at people and hold people hostage and burglarize their home, they old enough to get their asses shot and dealt with. You better have some parents. Your parents better be more responsible. Sit down and have conversations with your kids, because homeowners ain't playing. Ain't nobody. Everybody's not being a victim. People have weapons. People have license to carry, and they will use them, and they should. And you can't get on fucking TV crying, playing the victim, when your son or your family member is guilty as shit. The nerve of you to get on camera and cry and play victim when your family member just tried to burglarize an old man. And now you're the victim. Get the fuck out of here, man. The fucking nerve. And that's the shit that we got to go through as legal carriers, man. We got to deal with the justice system, and then we got to deal with the aftermath of the family members that of the criminal that we just disposed of. Now, the family members want get back. The family members are threatening, saying when they see you, they know what color your car is, they know your house, they got your address. So now you gotta have your head on a swivel and be looking out for people that you don't even know what they look like, because his family members could be anybody, his friends could be anybody. Your life is on the line now for protecting yourself, for defending yourself. Absolute bullshit. But this is just another video I wanted to make about another situation that happens after the shooting. Besides dealing with the law and the court, now you got to deal with uncivilized family members and friends that feel like they need to get revenge for the criminal. This your boy G Money. Comment in the comment section and tell me how you feel about that. Have y'all ever thought about that? The family members after, if you ever get into a self-defense shooting, how you gonna have to deal with the family members of the victim? It's your boy G Money, aka the Echelon Don, and I'm my brother's keeper. Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk. Y'all be safe out there. I'm out.